Hi, Ashley here with HeartHookHome.com, and today we are going to learn how to make a magic circle. This is a great technique for when you're starting a top-down beanie or doing coasters or anything that is worked starting with a circle. Instead of doing the chain 3 or chain 4, that is a common way to start things worked in the round, I prefer the magic circle because you can really cinch up this opening in the middle, and if you weave in correctly the beginning tail, it will not come undone. I know that is a common concern, so we will do that together as well. In order to make the magic circle, you're going to take your yarn tail. You always put this one on top of your fingers here and hold with your left hand, or right hand if you're left-handed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my yarn tail and I'm going to make a big X like this. So I've taken it, I've wrapped it, and then I've come over the top with this second piece and I'm holding it tight with my thumb here so that it's not going anywhere. I'm going to take my hook and I'm going to go under this first one and I'm going to snag this one here, and I'm just going to pull it straight through. Now I'm going to move my finger out of the way. I'm still holding it with my ring finger here, or my middle finger. I'm going to chain 1. And that is the magic circle. That's it. Let's do that again. You're going to take it, hold with the tail over the top. We're going to make a giant X. I'm holding that with my thumb here. You always want to make sure that this yarn is on top. We're going to go under the first one, snag the one on top, pull it through that circle. Then we're going to take the working yarn and chain 1. And that secures it into the magic circle itself. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a round of double crochets, and we're going to weave in that beginning tail, because while you're working on this magic circle it might not look like much, but then you cinch that hole shut. We're just going to pull this tail over here in a second, and it's really going to pull all of it together, and then we'll go ahead and weave in that end so that it's not going anywhere. That is the most common concern of using the magic circle technique. So if you can see, this whole time I've got one finger inside the circle itself so that it doesn't go anywhere, and I'm crocheting around both the circle itself and this tail, right? So I'm crocheting around both of those strings of yarn. Here in a second, I'm going to join. See how this tail is over here? We're going to just go ahead and pull it, and there it goes. It cinches right on up. I'm going to do a couple more double crochets. I don't know how many I've got here, but it looks like it's about to be a circle. So I'm going to find my first double crochet that I actually made, which is this one right here, and I'm going to join with a slip stitch to that first. Okay, so now it still looks kind of wonky, or like, I don't know about that. What we're going to do is we're just going to take this yarn tail from the center of our magic circle and we're just going to pull it. Don't pull it too tight because the yarn will snap, but see how it makes that nice little cinched up hole here? Now you could go ahead and do your, if you're making a beanie or something, you could go ahead and do your chain 2 and start your double crochets for your second round, you know, just as normal. And you don't have to do this right away, but I'm going to pull this yarn just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and weave in this yarn tail, because if you do not weave this in securely enough, it will come undone. So let's thread my yarn needle here. And all you really need to do, this is the point where you're going to make sure that you have it pulled as tightly as you want it to be. Just kind of get that hole out of the way. What I like to do is, this is looking at the back side, this is the front pretty side, this is the back side, and I literally just go in a circle around this first row, just weaving in this end. Sometimes I go around once, depending on what it is. If it's something that's going to get a lot of use, like a market bag, and it's going to be beat up, I would weave it in very securely. Just go around this whole circle as many times as you want. If you are super concerned about it coming undone, you could just go around once, and then you could do, and then go the opposite direction. I'm a super weaver inner of ends, right? So let's clip this. Now let's take a look. So we have completed the magic circle to where you've only got this tiny little hole here, and it's just very nice. It's a cleaner way, I think, than doing the chain 3 or chain 4 and joining and then crocheting into that circle itself. I hope you enjoyed this magic circle tutorial. I hope you love it, and I hope you'll use it in the future with your crocheting endeavors. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.